MX Management Center now launches with the live view from a camera. You can open the camera bar by tapping the film strip at the top of the image. As the administrator, we can click the plus button to add additional cameras. Tapping the film strip again switches from the camera bar to the group bar. There is initially only one single group with all cameras here. You can add new groups by clicking the plus button. But what's the idea behind groups in the video management system? Let's look at an example to answer this question. A company's premises consist of many areas, including the parking lot, the main building and the production hall. To gain a better overview, it makes sense to define specific groups for each of these areas. Each group has its own group symbol. It is possible to set up dedicated grid views, graphic views and info views for each group. We can now click the plus button to create the first group. The dialog that follows allows us to specify a group name and group symbol. Once we have specified these settings, we can simply click another section in the program in order to apply the data. Afterwards, the group appears with its symbol in the group bar. A small red symbol in the upper corner indicates that no cameras have been added to the group yet. To add cameras to this group, we first have to navigate to the grid view of this group and unlock editor mode by clicking the small lock icon on the bottom right of the screen. Then we can switch from the group bar to the camera bar. We can now simply drag cameras from the bar into the group. Once we have added all of the cameras we want, it is possible to change how the windows are arranged in the grid. To do so, we can use the multifunctional sliders at the top of the image in editor mode. This sliders changes the size of the focus window, framed in yellow, in relation to the other frames. The focus window is currently 2 times bigger. It's now 3 times bigger. The grid doesn't feature a focus window if 0 is selected as the size. The second slider specifies the maximum number of camera channels in this grid. The third slider changes the aspect ratio of the focus window. The aspect ratios 4:3, 16:9 and 8:3 are available. We can change the order of the channels by clicking the bright dot on the channel in the upper left corner and moving it. You can delete the camera from this grid by tapping the X in the top right corner of the screen. By moving the mouse or our finger over the camera channel, 2 multifunctional sliders appear: zoom level and correction. Changes made to these settings are stored for this camera channel in this grid. Once all the settings have been specified, we can close the small lock icon again to leave the editor.